does seem like there is a bombing run in the meantime coming in. C-34, oh, cluster, absolute peak, another Tu-22M3, bomba, more, holy, oh, the bomba was so big my PC broke, well, kind of partially did. Well, I guess that's it, 10 out of 10 Baltisk Peninsula, and if you ever think about this map, you might think to yourself, oh dear, how do I, well, more like, well, yes, it's true that my team and I did get the good side here, but then why, Corin, why are you featuring this replay then, if you're guaranteed to win? Well, that's not how it always goes, as you will eventually see this match, and I select VDV Mech, which is a deck that is actually quite suitable for the island, and to me, the island is actually really interesting right now because, I mean, previously you could still do this, right? You could still go for the island using BMPs and that kind of stuff, but nowadays, due to the, well, let's just say, I think now because mech is a bit more popular, or Russia is a bit more popular in general, people have started to use a little bit more mech, and me included, because I actually did come to realize that mech is unironically one of the more, it's not the best specialization, but if you know how to play it, it's very, very, very much enjoying. And me, this match, I was actually, unfortunately, let's say, I was actually told not to go to the island, where I selected a deck for it. And everything I had in my ear tab was actually just, suitable for the island, and I actually never thought about using this deck to go to a point, which happened to be my point. And, oh well, I guess that's it. I guess we're going to the A point, and using VDV Mech, which, usually people wouldn't run this deck. Well, maybe people would run VDV, but definitely Mech, maybe, maybe no. Yeah, nah, I don't really think so, because the biggest issue with A is that people use a lot of TOS, and people also use a lot of MLRS. So you could be either using like guards modal, you could be using guards or something, or you could be using modal. And regardless, and any one of the three, or any one of the two specializations here mentioned, are extremely, let's just say, annoying, because they can basically just quickly drop a lot of rock MLRS or stuff in your face, and you basically don't really get time to deal with it, or like at least hold your line, or at least try to advance, anything like that. And even though, yes, it's true that this side, my side of the map, is a bit more, I do have a little bit more wiggle room. So you can see I have like 2 patches, one here, one there, two in total. And yeah, but then overall it seems that I should, but then like on the other hand, you never know, right? I'm not really that prepared for this cap, so we're kind of like cut out in the open. Our opponents, meanwhile, are also just as decent as we are. Not the best, I would say, in the community, but pretty much close, I would say. Anyways, so let's just quickly try to deny the Kozalik that's trying to race into A. And oh, he lived somehow. He did not live. Okay, but just by denying the Kozalik quickly does make sure that we do get into A and at least cap it before anything else happens. Meanwhile, for us, we're just trying to, I mean, everything I have here on the field isn't particularly going to help against, like, as you can see, that's a lot of armor, or not really armor, just things on wheels, and I don't really have anything for that. The only thing I got is an MI-35, and it didn't really turn the right way, so it's just sitting there. It just sat there. I was told if I sent my heli there, I would have had gotten success with it, but I guess I was lied to. And right now, we're just barely made it into A. It seems like we're always slower. My team, more like, at least for A. We also traded SMT for a little bit of time, but not really sure if that's going to work out for us. And I actually completely forgot about something, and that is in my recent probably 3 to 5 videos, I think I actually have completely forgotten to talk about the high-low heist idea, or like thing, because like this is, I mean, we've been in here for like, what, 50 episodes, and like we're still going. This is actually one of the, probably, and we still haven't done like more than 5 like episodes where we play as Russia, and to me I've actually been having a growing interest for this faction. And learning, and like the more I get to know about this thing, the more I actually do seem to enjoy it, and there's a reason for that. The reason to this, why I think I like, oh, nice snipe there in the back, although I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get face checked by another engineer strip. And as a result, I will eventually have to give this building away because there's just more reinforcements coming for them and none for me. Oh yeah, even those, oh, my cheeky boys. And SSO, holy. So currently it seems like there's like a guards mech player and a motorized there's a tank, and I can't really tell which one it is, but it could be guard moto. And the good news for us is that they're so focused on the ground. I guess we did eventually get to keep the island. The only issue for now is for us now is that, oh, we are not running a deck that is suitable for A, so we eventually got pushed up. But I would say, you know, I guess that's fine. We'll just have to figure out how to do things eventually. And for me right now, the only thing getting me back into this match, at least, seems to be the T-72 B3. It's definitely not the best tank out there. I actually do enjoy using the T-80 a little bit more. I think the T-80 is actually pretty fantastic. I'm also pretty sure that BMO inside had basically nothing but like anti-infantry, because like these guys have been, if you do want to take control of it, you really do need a rather larger emphasis on anti-infantry than anti-tank. So for us right now, we'll just quickly, oh, where did my camera go? Also probably a bug here, but managed to be able to see through the smoke. Even though that was probably an infantry, and as you can see, oh, here comes the TOS. Here comes the TOS. Ah, okay, so it's a guards moto and a guards mech. So neither of these are really easy to deal with. To me, moto is okay. You know, moto is like, I mean, like until they started using MLRS, for the most part, it's pretty decent. And since, you know, SSO also got nerfed, and SSO, the pen, I think the pen is also the thing that actually makes it play, makes it at least somewhat okay to deal with. Got kind of in the open by this Kurganets. A couple rear shots didn't manage to cripple my engine for a little bit. Didn't repair it eventually. And the most important thing I think about, even though I am behind an A, is the fact that you need to keep those supply lines up, and you can't really be losing units, because for now we're losing on ordinary, like, you know, they're doing a pretty good job pushing us out of A. And for me, or at least for us, we can't really just easily, you know, oh, okay, that was a really good burst from the BMP. Actually, why I do enjoy using this specialization, it's because of the BMP. Well, partially. It doesn't, but we'll get back to that later. And, oh, there's an Armada. Hello, and there's the TOS. Hello, TOS. It's just so, let's say, a pain to deal with against the TOS once it starts barraging the general location you're at. Meanwhile, SU-34 coming in does quickly disable the T-14's engine, and right now I'm using the SU-57 with the good old double cluster cruise missiles, although I'm not sure what I did wrong here. Ah, I got intercepted, that's why. It's only one connected. And that is the thing about the SU-57 running like this configuration. It's because I mean, now that SAMs do seem to have a bit of issues, or like at least last patch when they struggled dealing with Seed, I think this was a bit more viable than the SU-57, but for now, not anymore. Well, at least I think using the cluster 500 kilogram bomb would be much more efficient at dealing with this. In the meantime, there's a couple things going on here. I don't have smoke on that BMP, so kind of unfortunate for us. The only thing that can or might somehow manage to get us back into the match is this. The meteorite. Oh, that was a big bomba. Not sure what went on there, but pretty good, pretty good. Can quickly smoke. So don't want that tank base checking me. Another meteorite, or meteorite, how do I pronounce this thing? Going to lob another shell and just Kobe itself right into our opponent's possibly potential supply line here, but don't really know. Did get some panic or whatever. In the meantime, I'm using this is the cheapest 9-kilometer interceptor you can have for the VDV or for any US, or not really, like any like specialization in general with 9 kilometers. This is the cheapest, and another TOS, and it's full barrage. So even though yes, there are like 2 guards on my opponent's team, I guess it's something okay. Like I guess like we'll eventually have a bit of a breather. At least compared to live, this isn't going to be that bad. It would have been nice if I had motorized or some kind of artillery to like harass his backline supplies, because I'm pretty sure that they do have supplies up in this tree line. Like there's even a supply truck here, so it's definitely there. But for now, for the time being, just trying to save my T-72 with the APS. I think it has one more charge yet, one more charge of APS. Just gonna smoke myself out of there. Gonna let the other units take care of it, since not only is the guards Motostrokey out of RPG 27s, they also don't have the steam to keep going. So for now, it turns out that our team managed to take back B and also deny the C cap. The C cap is currently well, it's finally capped by our opponent. We did manage to deny it earlier, so with that we did manage to turn the capture points in our favor, so that's also nice. MP3 just constantly harassing our opponent's infantry. This is something that or at least I think either the BMP or the B-17, sorry, not B-17, the B-15 Kurganets is capable of doing. Both of these units are pretty fantastic, and that being said, one has APS and the other has armor, so you can't really get anything in between. I do wonder if BMPs will ever get like the Afghan like APS, just like their Kurganets does. I'm not really sure, because I actually don't know anything about Russian equipment, nor, I mean, like, I already have a limited amount of knowledge of US stuff, so like I probably don't know that much more. It's quite funny here. We'll see how it goes. Hello. I'm not sure why like my BMP3 could shoot the tank in the back, but not not the guards Motostrokey that could fire back right at me. It is a bit threatening though, like the Motostrokey, so I'll just have to run into that was a pretty good cluster strike. Like this is what I wish my SE-57 would look like. So we're just gonna quickly wipe the guards Motostrokey inside that building. The reason why I quickly entered that building is just simply because, I thought it would have been safer that I took less damage here, and then get him secure the kill before anything else happens. For the time being, though, like I think it's also his issue for not retreating soon enough. But we do manage to spot some things with the snipers. Also a very heavily contested tree line. Our sniper. Right there, our sniper's position. This is, if anyone can sneak a sniper in here, which is, for us, it's a bit easier, for my side, I can just sneak it up here. For my opponents, they have to go here, but if anything that's inside here, I can also just easily spot that. So, this is also another reason why, in these regards, A is a bit more biased for us. Even though for us, for our opponents, they do have these 4 buildings, skyscrapers in the back. I can basically spot a lot of things that I have down here. So like my drunk is spotted, a lot of things are spotted. The only reason they're not getting blasted is probably because they haven't bought any artillery pieces yet. So I'm just waiting for the, there we go, one bomba. Alright, next one might be able to deal with the Kurganets, but he moves away. Oh, also, I think this is only a PT exclusive thing. I don't know how to pronounce it. Giantisn't is somehow a very cheap. It's kind of like a worse Mista that is available in guards. Obviously, why? What else would be available? What else that's good would be available in guards? But basically on the PT, it did get a pretty good buff. It did get a pretty good buff where if you upgrade it for a little bit, it would give you a lot more. Like it would give you like 5 shells of laser guided munitions, so that is also pretty nice when you need to snipe something. That's also fantastic. The only issue that you do need to keep resupplying, and speaking of resupplying, this is unironically the only, like the VDV Kamaz or the special, let's say, truck that Mechanized has access to. Both of these trucks are capable of introducing or bringing 2,000 supplies each time, so that is also pretty fantastic. This guy decided to dedicate a Team 90 trying to get into trying to save my deal with my snipers that was previously spotting them. Obviously it's true that I do need to get new snipers, but I'm also pretty sure that that guy is definitely dead. He's not getting out of it. He's not getting out of it. Okay, take care of that Kurganet and also overextend. MP3. Oh. Just easily dealing with the whatever's infantry. Like, he has to bring AT infantry. If he doesn't want to bring AT infantry, oh, like it's over for him. So we're just trying to sneak in here. In the meantime, though, it is true that I think I just meteorited myself. Let's forget about that. Then there's the SSO versus the Engineer Sturmoviki. Normally the Engineer Sturmoviki should win, although this time they were a bit panicked and damaged. So we'll just have to quickly lose a couple units here. And then our attempt at trying to take this cap seems to have failed for now. We did lose a bit too many points, but on the other hand, yeah, we probably could have gotten 2 skulls, but oh well, let's just say that we were trying, okay? Like, it's better than getting 3-0'd in the first phase. But we definitely also traded a couple blows with our opponents, even though we lost our sniper. We are also dealing with, poking at his artillery using the Kamaz, which is like the fastest unit that can provide logistics for Russia. That is another TOS. A full barrage, probably. Now it's going to be our turn. I do accidentally lose my, let's say, transport in the process. If you use a bit of a shit like this, I think this is actually a pretty stupid. It's the most stupid unit that devs that have introduced to the PTE. Like the airborne 3K, yeah, pretty fun, interesting. But this, with the Sturm, I mean, this thing is, you run this into anything, you face check them, you win. Unless it's a Delta squad and then he runs into your building, but normally that doesn't happen. And, well, we do get TOS for a second time, which is basically just paid for that TOS itself. But we did manage to squeeze our opponents out of the cap for a little bit. They're trying to shove more units inside, and we'll try to do the same to them. To just wipe out that one tank that's inside here. Oh no, it's just the SSO. And then the TOS. So yeah, if you could somehow use oh, there's another TOS. Poor TOS, even though they did nerf it, nerf the supply time, it's still pretty suppressing if both players are running the TOS. So lost my resupply thing in there. Really unfortunate, but definitely do need to get inside A and try to save our asses. Those BTOs are the only unit where nothing can kill it unless you bring AT. And if you bring AT, the the, what do you call it? Guards World Trophy. Signal. Yes, of course we brought AP. But do I save the, oh, the Rozvedka! The Rozvedka actually. And the nuke! Oh, look at that! I completely forgot about this. I mean, I obviously did get carried by the nuke, but that is such a big nuke. Actually, let me check. How big was it? We're at 44k right now. 4400 right now. Wait, that was almost a 3k nuke. What the hell? Okay, 1100. Probably knocked out a couple of TOS as well. Here comes 1200. Holy, that was almost a 3k nuke. Nah, no way. Nah, no way. That is vile. That is vile. It even got more, almost. I'm pretty sure that was a 3k one. I never checked though. But yeah, like, well, I guess we figured out where my teammate was. You know, he was saving up for the nuke. And if it wasn't for the nuke, you wouldn't have been able to take the cat back, I guess. Because we really didn't have the TOS, and I think the TOS definitely got wiped out there. Oh, let's take a close look at the... Well, I guess, so lost once again to the... I mean, the engineer streamer VT lost once again to the SSO, but oh well. Stuff happens, I mean, I guess stuff happens. But we definitely need to get that SSO out of the way though, like, I mean, clearing him out is obviously a good thing to have, except, I mean, like, to just wipe him out since, you know, we can finally take the cap and we can finally stop the bleed here. Almost 2k above in terms of points, in terms of KD, I think something bad probably happened earlier. Oh, and then it turned out some bit of a sturm just popped out from that transport that was trying to reinforce A in a desperate attempt of trying to hold it, but now we did manage to finally stop the bleed. The Omo Cheeky here just quickly, you know, covered the floor behind the underneath those bit of boys with a bit of fire here. I was using these guys with the fire configuration rather than the thermobaric, so you know, I think both work. It's just that now, at least currently, neither is like particularly good because they kind of changed or moved the thermobaric weapon to like be a bit worse than it should have been. But for now, at least the bleed is stopping, and we'll eventually have to hold the cap for a little while, and then we figure things out. MP is flying a bit close here. Maybe a bit too close. Except both my S300s miss, so not sure what's going on. Oh, the MLR is... well, I guess our opponents figured out what to buy now. Another bomb buy incoming, but... Okay, we lost a couple more units. But yeah, currently the issue for us is that we do need some more supplies, and... yeah, we do need more supplies. That's the only issue right now. In the meantime, I actually think even though the VDV Mechanized is a faster option here, when it comes to like staying alive, the one that Mechanized has is actually just so much more survivable. It is definitely slower, but it even gets the smokes, and like if you give it a smoke, I mean, if you want the smoke, then the gun on it comes free. And if you think about it, yo, that's pretty dope, right? I mean, free I get a free smoke, I get a free, oh, hello, whatever SMG that is. I can lose my P72 here if it gets engined by the it's whatever, man. It was stupid of me to go in like that anyways. But at least we figured out where his units are. Even though it's, well, that's just pure copium, I guess. Oh, but we do trade one. That's not too bad. Stay alive, maybe? Does he still have APS? He still has APS. He's still going. He's still going. Hey, good man. Hey, took out another one. This is like one of those Fury moments in, like, you know, the movie. Firing from supplies is also a pretty bad idea, but I guess we'll manage. Oh, do I T-kill? Nope, we do not. Unluck. I was about to blow up my own T-72, and I hope that or at least deny the point from my opponent. I'm just gonna use the Su-57 to quickly cluster that T90, except for now I actually don't really know how to use this plane. I'm not really that experienced yet. Okay, here comes. And one hits, but the other flies. I don't know, has a really big curve, so like that Jace out there would have been so much easier to just land it. But, you know, at least we forced him to go back, so. Forcing him to retreat, even though like, as long as they don't lose a plane, I think it's okay, you know? Like, to me, yeah, it goes on a pretty long cooldown, but on the other hand, at least he's, you know, I'm forcing him to pull back from it. So, that's also not too bad, not too shabby. We'll sneak in an Ogmachiki in the next wave of reinforcements. For us now, I think our job is to basically maintain this KD lead and try to make sure that our opponents don't get like too many. Oh, we're even denying the capture points now, which is pretty nice. Also establishing new like recon, which is decent. For us, the pretty unique thing about running VDV and Mech is that you can actually put 2 sniper squads in 1 Typhoon VDV, which is like the 5-man team. It's pretty nice, you know, pretty nice if you think about it. I'm gonna quickly yeah, 2 shots is not enough to deal with the BMOT, but like, even though it's, you know, not really... Oh, smoke there just in case something was about to fire at me, but I guess it really wasn't necessary. Yeah, having a couple units here just wipe out whatever was inside there. Most of it is anti-infantry, so if there was a tank, I'd be absolutely doomed. But I think maybe I'll be able to do a couple things here. Yep, take out a couple units in the meantime. Yes, also the SSO and the recon vehicle here. Well, because he stays alive for a little while longer. Hello! Hello, BMOT. What is that? Oh, turns out there is a Artemono stroke inside. The building collapsed. Let the VDV Spetsnaz deal with the AT infantry, and then in the meantime, we definitely need to spend a bit more money on trying to get more units. I just don't really know what to buy now. Okay, yes, yeah, there we have it, I don't even know what I bought. Oh, here comes the TOS. I guess they ended up buying a new TOS. But that's okay. You know, if we don't have a TOS and they have a TOS, it's inevitable. Like, it's gonna happen, right? It's gonna happen. They're gonna have a bunch of kills with the TOS, especially in such a small cap. Like, so little room to maneuver, or at least stay concealed, and then like they'll know, like, if the missile, I mean, like, if the TOS knows where your infantry isn't, then the TOS know where your infantry is, which is like kind of like the idea. Anyhow, in the meantime, we do need to get into A with like this. It does seem like there is a bombing run in the meantime coming in. C-34, oh, cluster, absolute peak, another T-22M3, bomba, more, holy, oh, the bomba was so big my PC broke. Well, kind of partially did. So, pretty nice. We're actually even getting ahead in terms of KD, and I mean, like, not just KD, but 5k above in KD, so KD is pretty much secured for us now. I don't really think I was the one doing it. And right now, for me, my job is to basically make sure that we keep this, we hold A, you know, we hold A, and then, so that they don't, like, at least they don't get to, because we have the island, you know, they actually didn't push the island at all, so we get the island for free, and we'll just try to make sure that they don't get anything in return, so we can take control of this point lead and bring it into like phase 3, which would be nice. Which would be nice. Not really sure what I was doing here. Normally, I wouldn't waste like the laser guided shells on anything important, or like on anything that's moving. Oh, there we go. Something else to deal with. Hello, please fire. Hello, please fire. No low altitude. No bitches. Dang it, I should have just kept artillerying that place. This guy's smoking my stuff. Oh, he might have spotted my... Probably the cornet, yeah, the cornet. So the thing here when you, okay, let's say we hold A, right? Or even though, like, even before we attack. So I know that my opponents have a TOS somewhere back there, and he probably brought more, since, you know, the last time we nuked them, even though we did manage to destroy most of, or like, if not all, their TOS, they're probably back. They're probably back again, and if I don't want to get TOS'd again, or at least suffer too many losses, that's a pretty good idea that I spread out my units. So like I have some unit to the left, to the right, don't blob everything together, although normally people just like normally they just do this, okay? They're right here, they want to push this section, they just TOS the entire section, and then if they somehow have control of here, they TOS here. So I would expect them to actually TOS here, which is something that I don't want to push my inventory into, but I guess I'm doing it anyways. And then I think about it, it's imagine if I get TOS right there right after. It would be pretty funny. In the meantime, getting some supplies up into the front line, making sure that at least I'm pretty sure that my opponents won't spot this because we have control of all these buildings, so there's pretty much no way of them doing so. But even like, so yeah, like back on the anti-TOS positioning. So even though I know that he's gonna TOS here, I should probably position my troops here or something, so that when he tries to like TOS here and then push in, I actually don't need to do, engage him inside this place because he could just TOS it again. The thing that I think I actually should do instead is to just use these buildings, the buildings at the edge of A, to like basically use them as cover and then deal with whatever's inside the bush. I'm not saying that trees are bad, I'm just saying that, you know, you do get a bit of a more cover bonus when it comes to things like this. So the second phase is about to end. I'm just going to try my luck and see, since, you know, I'm not getting TOS'd yet. We do snipe a book 3 in the back, not too shabby. And DMOT. Oh, and another TOS. He's probably still resupplying there. Yeah, the pant's here, but he smokes. Hello, everyone. Goodbye, everyone. There's a heli. Yeah, more troops, Keep on going. There's heli coming in as well from the left. We do have a BMP right there to give him a surprise, a little bit of a surprise, but it's like a shame that we don't actually manage to get him in the first burst. Our Solzna's gonna save our ass in the meantime. That is dirty. Oh, get sniped by a book on the ground. Do get the heli as well, but I think, oh, the Solzna, no, Solzna lived, but the VDV Spetsnaz somehow didn't. I don't know. RNG is weird. Okay, well now he TOS'd me. I think it's a good time to actually push in like this. We did manage to spot. Okay, you notice his TOS is moving out of the way again. He's going back to resupply. Probably full barrage, I'm not completely sure. But for now, we're like 8k in. Like that's pretty big blob of S300s in book, I must say. Third phase begins, and in goes an SU-57. Probably not worth it, but I mean it probably is worth it considering that. Oh well, I get DC done luck. Probably also position my S300s a bit too close to each other. This is the S300 where they're good because they have a lot pretty high. Oh, and the DC comes in. Everyone's DCing each other. But oh well. Yeah, like this is I mean overextension, right? But then at least we know that they have trouble, like they need to grab the resupply or do something about it. We'll just buying ourselves some more time to help pressure B for a bit. Yeah, like the S300, the cheapest S300 belongs to Mechanized, which is 150 points. This actually happens to have the longest range as well, so it's something where it's quite funny. It does only get 2 launches, so okay, I'm getting RD'd in a place I'm not really at, and this is why like I've been pushing like pulling everything back for a little bit because like I have a sniper up there, and if he ever wants to like push, I would see it, right? I would see it. I would know what's going on. So like I don't really need to put my units at the front line or right in front of my opponent's face. Okay, take care of that. Also going to shoot the training Brady's that are probably just thermobaric. Okay, do I want to use the SMT? Nope, not going to use it. Oh, but here comes the smoke, and if you see a smoke, you can pretty much assume that, okay, the push is coming in. And that is a lot of units, so we're just going to culminate another SMT that is the infantry leader. Second phase is an absolute just unit blob galore. We'll just see when he fires a TOS, and we'll have to answer with our own infantry units. Actually a pretty good combo using the SMT and the SU-30. I think I kind of messed up the bombing drop here. I'm not really sure why he couldn't navigate himself and do the bombing run right here, because it would have been a pretty good bomb again. But then like he also dies in the process, so like I guess it's my bad for like turning the bombing, like because he was flying in from here, right? And then I asked him to do the bombing run like kind of like this. But even though it did seem reasonable for me, it didn't really work out anyways. A couple units pushing in like that. The BMO is pretty tanky in perspective to like any other infantry troop transport. But then if you happen to run into a like IV, then you are kind of screwed. Anyways, we're just hold barring that meteorite. Making sure that things will... Oh, okay, here comes another big, you know, a couple shots at that BMOT. Nothing you can actually do about it. This is going to be a finishing blow from the T-72. Oh, probably infantry inside. Sturmoviki, I see. Sturmoviki. Oh, wait. Fire the meteorite. Fire the meteorite. Fire it. Oh, I take a bit too much damage from the... Do I fire? Fire! No! Re-aiming it again. Oh, the hug. Well, someone bombs it for me. Do lose my tank once again. I actually don't think mechanized tanks are actually that great in the forest because they actually don't have really good reverse speed at all. Okay, finally gonna fire something. See how it goes. Nope, nothing, because we just bombed that place. Okay. But we'll see if we can manage to take out the T90 as a response to whatever we lost here. Oh, cluster. Hello. Okay, pop some supplies, pop another supply. Yeah, then, like, imagine if they had, like, if they were more focused on MLRs, I'd be absolutely cooked. Here, just gonna use a Sturm to take out the T90. Pretty nice. Alright, time to get out. Not so fast, says my opponent with the VDV, guards mech. Just quickly bombs those 3 infantry. It's actually quite worth it, actually. That's a 220 point blob, and if we don't kill it, that's free. That's free for them. And that's also kind of a thing that you can do when you are kind of ahead. Like, when not when you're ahead, but like when you're... Oh, my bad. Send it to game chat. What is the message? Okay, someone told me to send a message, but I'm not sending it. I'm not gonna do that one. Okay, I'm just gonna tone that down for a little bit. So, like when you're actually behind in terms of like let's say ground, like when you get pushed back, you can actually use the airstrikes better because you're further away from their SAM sites and stuff. So, accidentally didn't hold fire here, so I'm just gonna recall my Su-57. A bit of a shame, really. But yeah, that's about it, or whatever was going on. And third phase, you know, nothing does seem to be kind of within our grasp, but on the other hand, like, you never know what's going on, right? If you happen to give your opponents like maybe a 3-minute time frame for them to like take 1 extra cap and just instantly turn the tide again, like if they have 5 caps and we have 3, then it's just a couple of minutes, right? It's just a couple of minutes that can easily take +9 back, and unless we get 2 ticks on kills, then I wouldn't really say that's like we're in a solid spot. So on top of the fact that I actually do heavily rely on infantry to deal with most of my targets, something that I did notice this match is that I actually haven't been using a lot of like, what are they calling it, the Spruts. But the problem with Spruts is that yes, they do share the same gun with the T-72 BV, not BV, like B3. And they also do reverse faster. The only issue with that is that they don't really have decent enough armor. But on the other hand, like, if I'm gonna lose it, I might as well lose it cheap, right? So now that I noticed this, I definitely do think that it was kind of a mistake on my end. My opponent tossed, yes, as you can see exactly, like, this is where he tosses it, right? First thing he does before he pushes in. So, like, I had 2 tanks in here, I don't really mind. I mean, he's probably going to push in here eventually, so I'll probably need to fill in with some other units as well, instead of just leaving the tanks unsupported.
No,
Oh, you're going to leave me?
Delirium, we are good friends, but you don't have to do this to me.
Yes, and someone was Delirium was telling me to send a message. I don't know what it was, but I heard it was a bad message. So, yeah, so like, this is exactly what happens.
Yeah,
it didn't take them long.
We're losing A.
Yeah, I do need some help today. That's what I need. I need help. I need dudes. I can only hold them for so long. The good news is we only lose the cap at like 1 times the speed, because like if they held this cap, they would get plus 20 every 3 seconds. But for now, it's just plus 10. Some bombs coming in, some clusters, another TOS, and I think they do eventually get the secure aim with this. With this, unless the VDV Spetsnaz walks in. I think he's just chilling over there, you know, enjoying his cup of tea. So yeah, now it's a plus 20 every 3 seconds. Oop, 180, yeah, there we go. So, yeah, kind of a problem for us now. We do either need to take this back, or probably just try to win on kills. Because like in the last phase, if you're ahead and you manage to get plus 3, like get ahead in KD, and when they get ahead in like points, it's good, right? It's definitely good. So, but for now, we'll just try to like feign the contest while we try to be as conservative as possible. Nope. Oh, we do snipe it. Oh, thank God. It's 300 actually. Pretty good. I don't know what this means. He probably, I think I sniped his plane and he got upset. What do you want? It's so bad. Yeah, he wanted me to send a message, but oh well, I don't really know. Sniper gets called out in the open. He tries to sneak past. Sorry guys, I didn't speak Russian. I don't really know what's going on. But regardless, I'm just gonna try and use the VDV Sturm to at least poke the SSO. You know, if he can shoot thermal barracks at me, I can shoot him back.
Bomb just to hold this shit. Oh,
and then they surrendered.
see, I was going to send a message.
Yeah, if you ask me what the message actually was, I don't know. I could show you, but I don't really know what this means. So I looked it up. It actually didn't have any bad words. Where is it? Okay, this is the message. Give me a bit. I don't know, this was the message, but I don't really know what it means. So if it's offensive in any way, please let me know, but I looked it up, I don't think it means anything to me. So, yeah guys, that's it for this episode of Hilo Heist. Thank you for watching until the very end. I'm gonna be doing something new for next video, probably some tips and tricks, we'll see how it goes. And for the time being, I'll probably just be practicing Russia and living under a scorching sun. So thank you everyone, have a great day, and bye-bye.